that your provider didn't look at your whole terrain first. They just looked at your symptoms and are still symptom managing. One of the things that I've done in my program is I work a lot on restoring a lot of basic health, basic nutrition, basic foundations first. And then we go in and we work on getting rid of the things that are a problem because we've supported the base level of foundation. So then we go back and we hit some things again a little bit harder, and we go in and restore base foundation. And we cycle like that because it becomes important to have a layer of your immune system working before you just destroy a different one. And one of the things that I've always said is that these fad diets, including things like the SIBO diet or the low FODMAP diet or the low oxalate diet or carnivore or vegan, or you get the point, those are part of the problem. Because over time, what happens is you just end up developing a sensitivity to all of those foods too, because your whole terrain is out of balance because you're missing things. And it's kind of funny because today I was watching a webinar that was a replay from something I missed last night because Austin had an amazing cross-country meet, and he ran really well and really strong. I'm watching this replay and the guy says all these diets are part of the problem. And I was like, whoa, this sounds familiar. And he is the lead instructor and clinical researcher at Microbiome Labs. And he talked about rebuilding the base foundation first, not doing a killing protocol first, and then going in and attacking things that still needed support. You know what else he talked about? The basic blood work. He said you can run other tests, and we'll even teach you how to read those tests appropriately, because the way most people are doing them is not appropriate, and they're calling things out and trying to kill things off that aren't actually a problem. Which is why I've been telling people you don't need all these fancy functional medicine tests. We need basic blood work. It's going to tell a story. We're going to fix the story. That story is going to shift. And then if something still isn't great at somewhere around the 6 to 9 month, then we can think about doing that testing. So inevitably, this guy is getting ready to offer a certification. I'm not going to do the certification at this point in time because I'm already doing what he says I should be doing. The only part I don't have a complete handle on, because I don't handle hormone replacement therapy, I refer that out, is the HRT part. But one of the things that he brought up is if your liver isn't functioning well, you can't have good bile flow and you can't have appropriate release of a lot of your digestive enzymes, because the gallbladder's job is to both be sensory and ejectory in the bile flow and other enzymes. And he says if you don't have this, you cannot restore the microbiome. And somebody sends me an email that a month ago I had a consultation with and said, hey, your next step is going to be a liver detox, because we need to make sure that your liver is actually working appropriately, that you can clear toxins, and that you have appropriate bile flow, because your biggest problem is constipation. They thought their biggest problem was SIBO, but it's not. Their biggest problem is constipation. And just like a lot of other people, they've tried this supplement and it worked for 2 weeks and then it didn't. And then they tried this supplement and it worked for 2 weeks and then it didn't. And then they tried this and it worked for 2 weeks and then it didn't. Fixing the liver first helps fix a lot of digestive issues. If you're looking for a liver cleanse to do, I have one linked in my profile.